Hey, everybody. This is Movie Versus, podcast in defense of bad movies. This is a prequel episode, which means we're going to talk about a lot of stuff and not just two specific movies and trying to make them sound good. I am Tyler Lamb. I am here with my co-host, Charlie Pixley. Charlie, how's it going?
I'm just excited to hand out these movies.
Yeah.
I think we got a good set today.
I feel like we changed kind of seating the past couple times, and especially now since I'm staring directly at you.
Yeah.
I was introducing you first, but I was almost said out of habit, Steve Janet, because normally I introduce you first.
You were
Steve.
looking longingly into my eyes.
Yeah,
almost always.
So how's it going, Steve?
It's pretty good. The semester's almost over. I will have a rotation after the semester, but
Nice.
it'll be nice to not be in the classroom for hours upon hours at a time.
Sure.
That's good. I have a doctor friend who might be visiting, so you can talk to him about how terrible rounds are. Or
He just has a doctorate in being your friend?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And well, no, his last name is Friend.
Oh, gotcha.
Dr. Friend.
Dr. Friend.
Yeah. And so on this episode, Charlie, you're not announcing. I guess you are assigning the movies to us.
Yes, I am.
And I believe they're in theaters movies.
They are.
And as well as that, we will be talking about movie news. We'll be talking about stuff we like. We'll be talking about the new Venom trailer that just dropped this morning, I think.
Maybe a little CinemaCon news. Anything we've heard from there?
From where?
CinemaCon.
Oh, what?
You know, that one thing that I also learned about this year.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can piece together that it's, I guess, a convention about cinema.
There were just some new things from like Jurassic World and Aquaman
Oh, yeah.
and
I
stuff
think
like that.
that trailer came out since our last prequel episode.
Yeah.
The final Jurassic World trailer, the final Deadpool trailer.
Yeah.
We've actually got some decent trailers to talk, a decent amount of trailers to talk about.
Right.
But let's just crack this thing off. Charlie, what do you got for us?
Okay, so I was thinking I really liked that Pacific Rim episode we did because it was cool and that I got a movie that I wanted to see and Steve more or less got a movie that he wasn't super opposed to, and they were kind of catching us off guard, and that's like, oh, we thought these movies both had a good chance of being rated well,
Yeah.
or at least not atrociously. So I thought,
And I think they were both kind of down the middle as far as Rotten Tomato score went.
Yeah, they were both close.
Yeah. So I got some movies like that where I feel like it'll be the same situation, so I'm going to fold these up and jump them. I've eliminated some already.
Okay, I was about to say, I know for a fact that's not true off of one that I saw.
It just had to wait. Hold on. I'm jumbling them up now.
Can I say the one that I saw?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Because
fair
I'm
enough.
not sure. I think there are two that I think that you saw, so.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me.
He's
Okay.
shuffling in his hand. He's
Steve.
He's got a nice cupped
Am
hand.
I taking
Pick
one?
He's
take
making a nice
one.
little hole that we stick our fingers
Take
into.
one. Don't read it yet.
Pull out. Oh,
And don't even look at it yet.
I'm not.
Okay, so you get the other one. Don't read it yet.
Hand
Tyler,
it to me.
Tyler wants you to open yours first. And it's random. I don't know.
okay. All right. So hold on. Let me make. Okay. All right. So I am seeing a movie that I have seen the original of.
Oh.
It was in a class at community college where we read Shakespearean works and then we watched their adaptations, their movie adaptations, and then this is the sequel to one of those movies. This is Sherlock Gnomes.
Oh my. Wait, did you actually watch Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah,
Ouch.
I have seen Romeo and Juliet.
All right. Oh, God damn it. This is a movie that I've been seeing trailers for, and all I could, like, this is the absolute...
Tyler, what do you think it is?
Oh man, I can't think of what's in the.
What did you see?
I didn't know that Sherlock Gnomes was still in theaters.
What did you see?
I saw Truth or Dare.
That is what's in my hand.
That is?
Yes.
Oh man,
I'm pretty sure that still is.
lucky.
That couldn't be more away from a movie that I would want to see.
Dude,
Because all it is
I was-
just people doing horrific things to each other.
I was telling Madeline we saw A Quiet Place, and I was telling her they had a trailer for that, and I was like, man, I want to this movie looks so bad, and I can't wait to watch it. like it's just, for some reason I just really want to see that movie, even though I was like, there's no way this is gonna be good. Like this is gonna be one of the Blumhouse movies that they kind of sweep under the rug.
my friend, we already fucking filmed it.
Today, actually, before coming here, I was going to see Super Troopers 2. But I had a friend that wanted to go see a movie with me, and because he was going to see with me, we had to go a little bit earlier. So we ended up watching Black Panther again. But before that, he was like, "Oh, do you want to go see Truth or Dare?" And I was like, "There are very few movies that I want to see less than Truth or Dare."
That's interesting.
And now I hold it in my hand.
Well, do you want to see Sherlock Gnomes instead?
That is one of the movies I want to see less.
Okay,
we'll have to confirm that. If you guys like to talk, let me double check because I'm pretty sure I saw some screenings left for this. But
yeah, I'll be surprised. I mean, I guess it's some of the bigger theaters.
While, but you could go to St. Andrews.
That's right by my crib.
Man, that is funny. This is going to be one of the at least the third animated movie that I've had to see. I had to see the Emoji Movie, and I had to see the Angry Birds movie.
Oh, that's all good stuff.
I mean, it's all been top tier. I don't think that these movies could be any different from one another.
I started typing in Romeo and Juliet. Damn it.
We'll look that up to make sure. We'll watch the trailers as well. If something happens, we'll let you guys know on the other side. All right, so we just finished watching the trailers. Again, Steve, you're seeing Truth or Dare, and I am seeing Tyler Perry's Acrimony. Due to inability.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, it's always been Tyler Perry's Acrimony.
Nothing has changed. Moving forward.
So yeah, do we have anything to say about these trailers?
They're pretty violent.
Yeah, that's true. Both of them do have a lot of violence in them.
I'm gonna have to watch this movie through my fucking hands.
Yeah, that's why I made the joke about you having to get the stunner shades.
Yes, I'm going. Do you have any?
Yeah.
Not that I'd be willing to give out.
Steve. So what was your favorite scene? Where the guy got a scalpel in his eye and bashed his own head into the wall to shove it further in?
Or a pen?
It looked like a scalpel.
I thought it was a scalp. I thought it was like a...
Where did he get a fucking scalpel?
I don't know. I guess it would make more sense for it to be a pen. It might have been one of those fancy pens.
It's a horror movie, though.
Yeah, that's true.
People just have scalpels.
Or was it the other girl hitting the other girl's hand with a hammer?
I would go with option 3, the guy falling off the pool table
and
landing face first into the...
Really?
Because I
didn't see you react as hard.
Because I knew where that one was coming, and I've seen the hammer one before. The pen I did not see, and the pen one's probably way worse. Actually,
also, even if it wasn't that much of a threat, like if it's like if you don't do this, somebody's gonna kill you, and they seem for real, and all you had to do was pull your junk out at a bar, man. That doesn't you could still obviously get in trouble for that, but
but somebody said that it wasn't impressive, and they've seen it before, dude. He got heckled.
Either way,
but heckling usually makes you do it.
I bet you he wouldn't be able to survive a night at the Apollo. Am I right, boys? if that
clearly not.
Plus, then also you look like even more of a punk ass once you get up there, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do it. You'd be better off if you're like, I'm not getting up there.
And especially,
I'm not getting up there.
Especially you look even more like a punk ass when you slip on a fucking ball and break your neck and die.
Yeah, it would have been funny.
What a bitch.
It would have been funny if he had only gotten his balls out.
Well, I mean, imagine
you had to do the dog, and then he steps off and falls, and it just has his balls hanging out.
We meant butthole too.
Yeah.
No, I mean, imagine that news story though. It's like young, not teenager, I guess, because they're in a bar, but like 20-something kid
shows true cowardice before death for not pulling dong out.
Stood up on a pool table at a local bar last night, exclaiming he was going to show his junk. He instead decided not to.
What kind of obituaries do you think people are writing?
Stood up on the pool table while standing up for nothing.
This is the news article?
Yeah, this is the news article, and I haven't. This is all the headline too.
What newspapers do you read?
No, what would be the headline for that? It's got to be like 3 words.
Small business still knows how business is done.
It's about a child. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's fine.
Something about.
Sorry, I was going with the office thing for the recall.
Mid-20-something got racked. Is that what you said?
No, something
racked.
with racked.
Racked, yeah. Mid-20-something gets racked.
Sure.
So yeah, and then the other trailer, Tyler Perry's Acrimony, which I keep wanting to say Acrimony.
You could just call it that.
A criminy.
But yeah, that's a movie made by Tyler Perry. Wait, no, is it made by Tyler Perry or is it his classic? Like he just gave it the stamp of approval.
I don't know. I'm hoping you can provide me with that information.
Yeah, I guess I'll find
Just
out.
read the Wikipedia page in the theater.
He doesn't need to know it all. He just has to wait for the rape joke. And if it never comes,
that's true.
Not a Tyler Perry
I feel like
film.
I mean, given the tone of this movie, I feel like there is going to be some type of reference to
guaranteed
unconsensual sex.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this movie looks like a movie
and all
where
the
a
yucks
wife
that
is,
go along with it in Tyler Perry movies.
Or it could be very serious. You don't know what kind of Tyler Perry film this is yet.
She's mad about her husband finding a new. Well, were they married?
I didn't really understand because I guess
engaged?
It sounded like that they got it seemed like they got divorced because they were in court.
Yeah, that's true.
So they probably got divorced, and then he's moving on, and she is not.
That shit crazy, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that might be another Tyler Perry moral, like, oh, women, am I right? Yeah. I think that's kind of just what he writes on the script. He just says.
I mean, he's been a woman for long enough.
That's true. That's true.
That's just character notes for the actress.
Yeah.
He's earned his stripes.
Just, am I right? Question mark.
And the first day they have to agree with him. Like, am I right? Yeah.
It like
all right, let's make
all
this
the scene description is just like, and then she acts how all women do, and that's it. It doesn't say like what she does, and it's like, oh yeah, hey, Tyler, I was just wondering, could I get some clarification? Like, can I get some direction on this? And he just goes, you know.
Or you would.
He just pulls this, like if they ask that, he just pulls the script from their hand, like everybody offset, we have to get a new lead.
It was weird that the text during it was like, what if a woman was like living the life that you deserved something?
No,
like,
I saw
should have been you. Or...
I saw embrace your inner anti-hero.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's.
We are bleeding into other news.
So yeah, let's just move on to that. The Venom trailer came out today. The full actual trailer. Not only does it have that terrible tagline, but it has somebody saying symbiote, which I have never heard somebody say symbiote.
I have heard that.
I always thought it was symbiote.
It is symbiote.
I've heard symbiote.
But and the way she emphasized the symbiote, like she was like, I was like, Jesus Christ!
It's like if you get poison, you're like, hand me the antidote.
I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. Let's just say that.
Well, I mean, it's probably just people like really trying to stress the fact that it's like biological. It's a biote. It's not just something.
It's not a biote. It's a biote. Yeah, that was a trailer that happened with, some XXX level ridiculousness. Yes. And, do you mind if we talk about... Steve, you haven't watched it yet, so I guess this is Steve reacting to us describing it.
I have some very strong feelings about this in one specific
what
aspect.
It was so I think it may have dropped yesterday.
Okay.
And so my friends watched it, after our test, they checked it out and they're like, hey, have you guys watched the Venom trailer yet? And I was like, oh no, I don't. And he was like, it wasn't really anything to write home, but don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. I just moved along with my day.
So Tom Hardy is trying to do some type of like New York, New Jersey accent or something like that.
You got more from it than me.
But he's doing it in his Mad Max style, where he's still kind of like,
yeah.
Well, what happened there? Why'd that happen? He literally says that in the trailer. He's like, well, why'd they do that?
I'm a reporter.
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to go with. And he gets the symbiote attaches to him. which
the biote Sim.
Yeah, and then he has some powers. The
Sims
classic like,
edition.
I'm not doing this thing coming out of his chest, stuff like that. And then the symbiote actually has a voice, and it's like, we're a part of you now, Eddie. And it's all like, which is kind of interesting that they actually gave the symbiote a voice. It makes sense. And then there's like some motorcycle chase where he goes off of he might as well just gone off of a ramp and done like a couple flips, but
Sweet.
he goes off this bump in the road where he somehow goes just fucking flying,
dumb.
but the motorcycle doesn't go with him, and so the symbiote comes out of his chest to grab the motorcycle and bring it back to him. A sweet it's like he did a pretty sweet trick. I would have given it like a 10 out of 10. What is that? A no?
It looked like something I would have done in MX vs. ATV, the video game, with a special like superhero character.
Well, it's that one trick that they do where they
the
jump.
nothing?
Yeah, they do the nothing and then they grab it by the
the
seat and bring it back. That's literally what they did, but with a 20-foot gap between between him and then it ends with
symbiote spun the handlebars too all the way around. It's crazy,
yeah.
especially because it's a motorcycle.
Nonsense.
It's just that raw power. And then there's the he transforms, which I like the transformation. The transformation look kind of cool, and he's like, "We are Venom" or something like that, and then it ends pretty much. Okay. Which I'm sure that's probably like the last thing in the whole movie. Like that's probably the last scene, like classic, Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, when they put that last shot of the movie in like every trailer.
I'll go into my little thing here. So remember, we spoke about this a few episodes ago, the leaked plot of Venom.
Oh, yeah?
About all like how it just doesn't sound that great and all this stuff, and people are saying, wait for the trailer, blah, blah, blah. This dispels none of that. It looks like it fits in dead on the money.
Yeah.
For that exact
because in that
movie.
description it said that it was only shown for like the very end, right?
Yeah, and that like a 5-minute sequence at the end, and that it's mainly just him like it shooting out of his body, and then the motorcycle sequence where he just like uses it to drive and then like makes a shield and stuff. It's like, wow. And also the fact that just that little 5-second sequence leaked before the trailer came out of the things. Yeah, it leaked all right. Sure.
Yeah.
And how much of this shit do you think we're going to get if there's any extra scenes where it's like, oh, clearly they just made him covered in the Venom shit when he's like running away or something. Like, see, no, he's Venom more.
Yeah, it just looks like a train wreck. I mean, it doesn't look good, and his accent just blows my mind.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Like that was the first thing right away. I was like, what is going on? Like and it took me a while to even, it's one of those things. I mean, first off, when you hear somebody, an actor talking in a different accent, it's a little like, you kind of got to get your bearings first. Like, when you first heard...
Like when you hear Hugh Laurie actually speaking British?
I was going to say when you hear Benedict Cumberbatch sound like Hugh Laurie, you're like, huh, what? Oh, he's just Doctor Strange now. But
That's true.
But when Tom Hardy started talking, it took way too long for me to even understand what he was saying. I was like, what? Oh yeah, he's probably not, doesn't have a British accent. Wait.
Especially when
what is he...
When he says, he's like, you should be very afraid of me right now. It's like, man, it sounds like us doing Freddy Krueger, Owen Wilson impressions.
I mean, wow. I'm in your dreams.
The Venom looked cool, and about the rest of it looked like
in your
dog
dreams,
shit.
Bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, another trailer that came out was Deadpool 2, the final trailer.
Yes.
Which I actually saw in theaters.
I'm trying to think
earlier
of
today.
That spawned this whole thing.
Pete, bruh.
Yeah, fucking Pete. Which, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it wasn't a funny thing, but I think that it almost immediately... It was like enough that I was like, that's kind of funny, like seeing Skydive 2. But then immediately, like, go into the comments, already ruined. You know what I mean? Like, people just be like, fucking Pete.
Classic Pete move.
Check out this fan art I made of Pete.
Yeah.
Like, everything, like, so many posts about, like, I sent you guys already, like, a shirt that said, like, he just saw the ad or something like that. And I was like, oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? Like, we've already, dug this so deep into the ground and the movie isn't out yet. Like,
because that shirt was out, like, day or two after the trailer, and it clearly looked like they either had to have access to the trailer beforehand, or they just took the still of him skydiving in the trailer and put like the cartoon filter on it. Yep, it's a fucking print it and send it out.
Yeah, exactly. It was, and I mean, I thought that the little nod to X-Men Origins was funny. The cutting the bullet.
Yeah, well, especially then because he got fucking lit up.
Yeah,
with the
it cuts
bullets.
to how close he was, and he was just getting blood spurts coming out. That was pretty good. But also now that I'm saying it out loud, I feel like there's some bits that I wish I didn't know going into the movie. Like,
I think didn't they say something where they said almost all the jokes in that trailer, at least a lot of the verbal ones, will not be in the movie.
Oh, okay.
They were just like special trailer ones. Like,
I gotcha. That's okay. That's
which
you can do that with a movie like that. Where
luckily, where his freaking mouth is covered.
Yeah,
like hell, you can just do whatever.
And then when you've got like him working with people like T.J. Miller, they can just vamp and like do a lot of improv. Like, hey, that lady has a bomb on that train and stuff like that.
Dude, he was just yes-anding. That's all. He got out of control.
Yeah. He was the one.
Yes,
she's got a bomb.
I'll call it in.
If anyone was yes-anding, it was the fucking operator. They were just like, yes, and?
That's very good. But yeah, I mean, that movie looks like it's going to be more of the same, if
Looked
not
better than Venom to me.
Oh yeah, definitely. If not more of the bad parts of Deadpool 1, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like it looks like they're vamping, and that might even be what the creative differences were with the original director and Ryan Reynolds. Maybe
could be Ryan
wanted to amp up on
yuck it up.
Yeah, the more like, I mean, obviously he's goofy, but it's just. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. Yeah. I hope the listeners understand. It's just like sometimes, even in the first movie, no matter how much you like it, there's some stuff where you're like, okay, we get it.
Time to move along.
Yeah. But yeah, and speaking of moving along, All American Rejects are going to be into that was
wait, they are?
No, that was just another bad joke.
I need to get tickets.
And but no, the other trailer, Jurassic World, the final Jurassic World trailer came out. And this looks about as bad as Venom to me, if not worse. It looks very, very bad to me. I don't know what you guys.
It's just a movie. Like to me, it looks like the Jurassic Park 2 of this generation.
But Jurassic Park 2 was good.
Dude, it was better than 3.
Oh, hands down.
Oh,
it was easily better than 3.
It's still not close to 1.
It's not Jurassic Park 1, but Jurassic Park 2 is good. Lost World?
I don't really like it.
I can't confirm or deny whether I think it's good, but I remember being just like, I don't have hatred for it.
Yeah.
But then 3
is ridiculous. I did not like the first Jurassic World.
I didn't think... I like 3 more than I like 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because 2, I mean... Okay. I just didn't like 2 very much.
I think one of my biggest things with 3, I was like, oh, Sam Neill's back, hell yeah, and then it's like, oh man, it just was.
Yeah,
nothing.
But the raptor eggs, dude.
the piss, dude.
I don't know. Like when I think of Lost World, I just think of that girl like doing gymnastics.
Yeah.
Like I just cannot get that out of my head.
She's like, I'm gonna use my gymnastics to beat up this velociraptor. She does.
Yeah, what's the problem though?
She does like uneven bars and like swings and kicks a raptor in the face.
She didn't nail the landing.
Which one is it that they figure out to stay out of the tall grass? Is that 3?
I think all of them.
Well, no, there's one where they like yell it, and there's like just dudes getting picked out.
That's in 3.
Yeah,
because like
they're in the tall.
Yeah,
like,
the actual security guys.
They
are,
just
like,
have
in the tall grass, and Sam Neill's like
corn.
And Sam Neill's like, do not go in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this looks bad.
I still think this looked better than the first trailer we got for it, but I think that one was the worst one so far.
Yeah, I guess the best part about this trailer, if I'm remembering correctly, is that it seems to allude to that maybe that Velociraptor is going to pick up that fucking machine gun and just start shooting.
Yep.
And if that happens, then, I mean, I will, like... I don't know what I'll do. I have to think of some punishment for me because holy shit, this is the best movie ever. If that,
you'll punish yourself.
Yeah. Like, man, if that
it'd be incredible.
I just wish so bad. I mean, we've definitely mentioned it before on the podcast, but those
yes.
concept arts of the fucking warrior dinosaurs. Oh my god, dude. Soldier dinosaurs. Not
I was
warrior,
just looking them up the other day because I was thinking about it afterwards and seeing like the brawler is the Triceratops up on its hind legs and stuff, like one of his horns broken off, looking like he's gonna go in and just whoop somebody's ass.
That is fucking
badass.
Awesome. God, and then I mean that would have to star like The Rock. Like he would have to be the main character in that.
Jesus Christ! Like I don't know what movie. I don't know where this is going anymore. To be completely honest.
I think it should just be its own movie at this point.
So I'm still intrigued by it. I don't think it's going to be amazing, but I'll still go see it because I am curious about it. But I hope they got to do something else with the Indominus Rex as opposed to whatever the last one was. Or was that the last one? I don't remember.
I can never.
Doesn't it die in the trailer? Or was that...
that's some other
thing. That's like
an
Allosaurus, I think. It's something that's similar to a T-Rex but smaller.
I just can't keep watching like this one's for real the most dangerous.
I do like what they did with the theme.
Yeah, sure.
That. Like, I mean, that's cool. But it just does not look good to me.
But what about when it's in that bedroom and like?
The what should have been a dream sequence.
Yeah.
I mean, that Velociraptor. No, that kid's too young. Never mind.
Oh God! Are you going to make this a Tyler Perry movie?
I was about to say something, but no, I wasn't going to say something like that.
Thank God.
But it was going to be something sex related. But then I realized that was like a little kid, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So that I stopped myself. I have self-control.
Do you?
Clearly, it wasn't going to be like that, though. No, okay. I don't. No. I have morals, Steve.
This is the first time hearing.
So I guess we'll just go into... Do we have anything else that we... I mean, we saw A Quiet Place, Steve.
Yes.
Since the last time. Charlie,
did you guys like
assuming,
it? I haven't yet.
I liked it a lot.
We both really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
Yeah, I would say go see it as soon as you can, almost. Make a date of it.
I have a buddy who is flying to Germany for a few weeks for
just
business.
To see it?
Well, no, but he's like, yeah, I was going to see it over there, but they probably won't have an English translation. It's like, I don't think it'll matter.
No,
and
there's
Yeah, and he goes, that's a good point. I think I'll just go see it then. It's like,
there's probably maybe like
funny.
altogether like 2 pages of dialogue.
Yeah, I wonder if they'd even bother even paying to do that.
Yeah, that's a good. Maybe they put a subtitle.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it's really good. It's really interesting the way that it's done.
It's very tense. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Are there any farts?
Unfortunately not.
Burps?
I know. Not that I know of. The one girl's deaf, so she could have just been farting the whole time.
Because there are parts where they like focus on her and they like cut out. Well, they cut out all audio.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in those points, she could have just been like shitting her pants.
I think she would feel that, but
no, dude. They actually go over that too. She has no feeling. She just doesn't have any nerve endings.
Oh, okay.
So she doesn't have any feeling at all.
Gotcha.
So yeah, sometimes it just.
That's why she's so mean.
Yeah. But. Yeah, no. Most of that is untrue, except for the fact that she's deaf.
All of that is untrue.
And it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into spoilers too much, but it was.
But here's how it ends.
But it was very well made, very well just acted as well.
There were things that occurred that I was not anticipating occurring at the times that they occurred.
Yeah, and as far as I think that. It with a creature feature, it's always kind of like difficult to because some movies are like, well, take what's the one movie, the M. Night Shyamalan movie,
Lady in the Water?
No, the one with the
Signs?
the water. Yeah, Signs. The one like in Signs where it's like they don't even really show it at all, and like a lot of they kind of and because sometimes when they do show it, you're like, oh, okay, this is fucking piece of shit. I think that the monsters actually look. They look well enough that when you see them, you're not like
they're not disappointing.
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha. I mean, you're like if I saw that, I would probably be.
I don't know if I was like
because I would be enough of a wuss to make enough noise to die.
Yeah, and I don't know if I had like hopes that they would look great or something. It was just it was the thing I was the most worried about.
Sure.
Because I was like, oh, they're gonna show these, like, from what I've read, they're gonna show these. Oh man, I hope it doesn't look just like, it just doesn't take me out of the movie, and it didn't. I was yeah,
because for quite some time you really only see like bits and pieces and flashes.
Yeah, and I like pretty much the whole structure of it, up to the ending. I really enjoyed the whole thing.
As in, like, you okay? I didn't know if you meant like you didn't like the very end, but never mind.
I was saying from beginning to end.
Gotcha.
No, Tyler actually texted me, if they didn't end it the way they ended it, I was going to be very upset.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the way it ended, I was really...
He was very happy with it.
It was one of those where I was like, they better fucking end it right here. And they did. I was like, sweet. Now time to write a letter to John Krasinski.
Yes.
Speaking of which, did you hear that he's doing like a space sci-fi like horror movie?
No.
Okay.
All right, so...
do you have any other information about
that? Is that your movie news?
No, it's not.
Like, he just started working on it?
No, I didn't really click on it, but I saw like the title of it on Reddit, where it's like he and the guys that did Quiet Place are like thinking, or their next thought is to kind of do like a space horror-y type thing.
Cool.
A Quiet Space.
I mean, because no one can hear you scream.
Mm-hmm.
A space place.
Ooh. Steve?
You've
space quiet place. Space comma.
Well, no, I would love it to be a Quiet Space and it just be a direct sequel to A Quiet Place where they like found jetpacks, not even a rocket, jetpacks. They're able to go. Yeah, they're able to go to the moon or some shit, and they're
that is a fast jetpack
with a shit ton of fuel.
So
very efficient.
So what's your movie news, Charlie?
Let me think. I gotta remember which one it was. I have my thing that I like. My movie news was that. Oh yeah, the possible casting of. I forget
Kim
this
Possible?
motherfucker's name. Not Bill Hader, but the other guy, and Bill Hader possibly being in It. The guy, James McAvoy.
Yeah.
I think that could be good.
And then Jessica Chastain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's confirmed now or no? I know
I
these
think
two
it
guys
was.
are just in
I think
talks
they're in
still.
talks, and she's confirmed.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds cool to me so far.
Yeah, that is, and it's one of those where you're like, oh, okay, cool. 'Cause I can talk about it later, but yeah, I mean, Bill Hader's great, and so is James McAvoy, and it's I think that they could
both.
fit in there very well.
Yeah. It's
right.
going to be hard to see Bill Hader be scared, though, without it seeming funny, but we'll see what he does. I mean,
yeah, I think it'll be fine, especially in a group setting.
Yeah.
So
He'll be scared
he's
in the background.
Just so facially expressive.
Yeah.
So to see him...
and he just turns into Stefan or whatever, talks. Yeah. So, Steve, movie news.
Even though it fell through, it seems like this is going to be kind of a continuation on some movie news that you did and I did in the past. But now Netflix is kind of looking in the market for buying a theater system, like a small theater sort of thing, so that they can actually screen their movies and get them into cans. So they're like looking into buying that whole, basically just kind of like orchestrating what they want, and it might be good because then there's a lot of their content that kind of just gets shuffled back into play. Like some people watch them, they have to be, but there's just they are putting out so much stuff.
Yeah.
So like buying a smaller chain of theaters.
Yeah. Like a bankrupting theater chain.
I wonder if that could be cool in that if you could prove that you're the single owner of the Netflix account, you get in free to any of them, but then people can pay to go and see, and then they'd make money still off concessions from the people that already have accounts. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like if you have your own account, it's kind of like your own movie pass.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But yeah, like it looks like they're doing that just to kind of get around this whole like weird standoff they're having with film festivals.
So I wonder if they'll actually do something with it, or if it'll be like we just buy it, put the movies in.
I mean,
and it's just its
they
own
could,
thing.
or they could be like real selective in what they end up screening,
sure,
things like that. So
interesting.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting. I would like to know how that plays out, especially if it does happen.
I think one already fell through, but they're still like looking. Well, one buying situation fell through, but they're still like in the market looking for other other chains.
It just would have been funny if you told us that news and you're like, yeah, well, I mean, it already all fell through.
No.
It was dead on arrival.
It was the first one that they were going for and didn't pan out.
Gotcha.
Sure.
So my news is that new skyscraper poster.
Oh my God, man.
Starring The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the skyscraper poster.
No,
Charlie,
CGI double, I guess.
You can't say The Rock anymore. He's done doing that.
Bullshit.
No, he still goes by The Rock. He definitely still calls himself The
If
Rock.
anything, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
And he was just on that HQ app promoting Rampage. He like co-hosted it, and he called himself like. I mean, they did the stuff like the People's Champion and the.
Oh wow, because I knew,
and they're like it's millions and what is it like? Is it millions and millions or something like that, or is it
something like that?
Yeah, and like that thing, and him like.
Did he tell anybody to turn anything sideways and shove it up your candy
They called
ass?
everybody jabronis, stuff like that.
See, I just knew that because of the Rock title. That Vince McMahon had to be like a producer on like everything he did if he was considered The Rock.
I think on the posters it just says Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
he's still.
So as long as it's just not tagged as
they
Dwayne
definitely
The Rock
did drop
Johnson.
that in all credits and stuff. He's no longer like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's just Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. But yeah, that poster, the new poster, it's like a motion poster, which I think is popular now for Instagram and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks really rough. It doesn't even look like they took a picture of him. It looks like
of his head.
They rendered him.
Oh God!
In full. Have you not seen it?
They didn't. No,
I sent it to the group chat.
Oh, I just must have missed it.
Wow, Steve.
No, when did you send it?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
I'm kidding.
Oh wait, that's the wrong group chat.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right,
it.
guys.
I was in the wrong one too.
I have enough friends that I have multiple group chats. Here we go, Steve.
He's looking
I think
at
it's just a
Dwayne The
screenshot.
Rock Johnson just like holding onto a piece of metal and looking up at the camera or something, and he looks huge in it. It looks like it could be Rampage, and he also got the serum and got really big.
Like he's as big as the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not look good. Hold on, I can pull it up. The motion.
I
one
mean,
on
I'm gonna
his.
see the movie, but it doesn't really make me want to see it, and it doesn't really tell you anything other than like he's in a burning building.
This makes me want to rewatch.
Which
just
I
the
mean,
end.
I feel like an idiot saying that because that's the movie. So I mean, you can't really do anything else.
No, it doesn't. But it doesn't show you his leg. So it's not the movie. But it does have a weird like. I feel like there's a weird focus on that wedding ring.
Well,
Yeah.
it's so that you know what he's fighting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. It's probably true.
You don't know what's worth fighting for.
I was listening to another,
I don't.
I was listening to another podcast. This is a slow side thing, real quick. They're talking about Rampage and how for some reason it's like The Rock has in his contracts that girls swoon over him, but he doesn't fuck. Like he's always like, I don't want
Back
any
to
of this."
business.
Yeah, yeah. But all the girls are like, oh, take me right now, and he's just like, no, ma'am, my Christian morals.
That's why he's such a rock star.
Yeah, because you remember that in what was it, Fast 8? All those soccer moms were like, I mean, just the field was too wet to play on.
Oh, God. Like, pack it up, kids. We can't
Never.
play on this.
Yeah, it is soccer. You're right. But yeah, apparently there's stuff like that in Rampage as well. And then Scorpion King, obviously he was.
Well, it's because he was like committed to his wife.
That's true.
Yes. It's all about the ring.
But yeah, so now stuff we actually like, I guess. Let's go into that. So, Steve, we'll go reverse.
So today, well, actually, I believe it was yesterday. No, maybe it was today. The Hogwarts mystery game, mobile game, dropped, and as soon as I have time,
Nerd alert.
Yeah. Anybody who has listened to more than like 10 minutes of this podcast knows that. Anyway, that came out. I'm excited to play. I want to see what's up. I haven't really gotten into it yet because I had class all day. And
you're still playing that Star Wars game.
And of course I'm still playing that Star Wars game.
Man,
well, how is that even a question?
It's great that they're striking while the iron's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I know there's that Grindelwald movie coming out.
And next week, I'm going to be playing the shit out of that Avatar game that drops.
What? There is one?
No.
Oh. Hey, man, how could you do that to us?
I mean, I could have believed in that's more likely to come out before that fucking movie does.
That's true. Charlie, what's something that you actually like?
I'm pumped that it's confirmed that John Carpenter's doing the score for the Halloween movie.
I thought that they just finally confirmed that.
Well, the actual Jason Blum guy or something said like this is confirmed. I think it was said cool. that like he's gonna do it, but then we got a reliable source say this is happening.
That's good.
I just can't wait for that
Isn't
movie.
That supposed to come out this year?
Yeah, I mean they're done basically.
All right,
allegedly they've started doing screenings. Have you heard any of this?
No, I haven't.
So now this is all
probably
legend.
Test or to like what is it called to see like people's reactions to see like, hey, should we get rid of this? Should we? I mean, I guess that's just still test.
What do you
screening.
call it? Test audience or something like that.
Yeah.
And allegedly, people love all of it, other than the entire crowd apparently hated the very, very end, which really intrigues me more.
Yeah, I wonder what it is.
Because if it's actually like, if it's something open-ended and not just like a jump scare, that's more up my alley then. And then it's like, oh, maybe
that's like
I
the
will
original.
Like this.
That's
then.
like the original too, where he's gone and you just hear like the.
And okay, so I didn't know that they actually brought back Nick Castle to do some of the scenes as the Shape, the guy who actually played Michael Myers in the first one. And they said that they are going to kind of play up his age in this one as well, since this does take place 40 years almost exactly after the original. So it's not going to be...
This is H2O didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is, we're not even sure H2 happened. Oh. H1 did for sure, but then I haven't found anything that actually confirms Halloween 2, which even though that's immediately afterwards.
What about 3?
No.
Because in that movie, you see them watching a movie with Michael Myers in it. So
you never know. We'll have to wait to see.
And those pumpkins are terrifying.
What about Halloween 4?
No.
Sweet Jesus. No. Or 5 or 6, right? As a trilogy, isn't it? Of like that weird shit with his and Paul Rudd's in it.
And he's part of the cult. But I'm just very excited.
One of the few movies, I think it's either 5 or 6 that has a producer's cut. Like that's apparently the one that people like say is the best version is the producer's cut. It's like, what even is that? like there's never isn't a producer.
You just had to get real hands on.
Like
just all advertisements.
Isn't the producer's cut typically the one that makes it to the theaters?
Yeah.
like what? Yeah, that's
so I'm just pumped for this movie. I'm really intrigued by it, especially with it's David Gordon Green, right? That's his name.
Yeah,
and then Danny McBride.
Yeah, they co-wrote it, I think.
The fact that their whole pitch was just that we don't want to make it. Well, it'll have some gore, but not over the top, and the whole thing is more about building dread and tension. And
and
I do like that.
They did a good job.
It scares the shit out of me, but I do like that.
They did a good job with that in Vice Principals.
And if they got Carpenter on board, especially since he's kind of ragged the Rob Zombie ones, and now he's like, okay, I'm down with this. And then Carpenter can get all the OG people back, too.
Oh, wait, I thought we were talking this was a direct sequel to Halloween 1, H1.
Huh?
Rob Zombie's Halloween. I thought this was a sequel to that. And H2 didn't happen. So we're not getting any white horses.
No, unfortunately. I know. You really love that mystical side of Michael Myers.
That.
But so they're playing up his age, and they said he'll still have like his.
So he's going to be way older than they're playing it up. So
no,
he's gonna be in a walker.
Which
he will descend from.
Laurie Strode just runs up some stairs and like, all right, got you now.
No, he gets in the little the little thing on the side.
And fortunately, the gremlins have messed with it, so it goes up real fast.
So what are those called? Because I feel like we kind of glazed over that because we all knew what I was talking about.
It's a chairlift.
Yeah, chairlift. Okay, there we go.
I thought you were talking about the gremlins, like if they had another name or something.
Mogwai.
Yeah, I thought it was. I almost thought Mowgli. It's like, yeah, that's the Jungle Book kid. But, so I'm excited to see it. They said he'll still have his strength and everything like that, but he said there will be scenes that you'll notice the age in, and with Laurie too. Which sounds like, okay, that could be dumb if it's two older people and stuff, but I don't know. That intrigues me really more than anything.
It's really interesting that they're planning to include that scene.
Oh yeah,
that scene where Michael Myers is having trouble taking a piss because the
I thought you were
because of his age.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say all of the times that Lori has to stop to have Activia.
Well, and he's never gonna fall in the shower because he's got one of those bars, and if he keeps one arm on there, there's no way he's going anywhere unless he chooses to.
And I mean, it's a good thing. Like if a note is left around, he keeps his reading glasses on him, so on underneath the mask typically, because he doesn't want to be caught slipping on that.
And the old mask they released, that poster looks kind of cool too. Yeah. They aged it kind of in a neat fashion. So
the mask aged?
Yeah, I mean they added just made it more deteriorated look and everything like that. Well, they said they based it as close as they could off when somebody found recently one of the original masks they used, but that one was really deteriorated, so they couldn't do it exactly.
You mean to tell me that a mask cannot hold up 40 plus years?
They said that it probably could have because it's just like rubber, but the person kept it under a shoebox under their bed, probably in like super humid conditions or something.
Is that not the best way to store something?
It depends on what you're storing, I guess.
Oh, I think I got to move some comic books around.
Some kids, I meant to say babies because
just as bad.
No, that does make it better because then it's more clearly a joke.
Is it?
But I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. That's awesome. I am too. Something that I actually like is recently I started playing Kingdom Hearts 2. And I'm liking Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, that's just about it. I don't really have...
I think I plan on playing through the Kingdom Hearts over the summer.
Yeah, it's more of the same, honestly. If you like Kingdom Hearts 1, it's more of that. They improve some of the stuff. They change some things.
I mostly just want to play it so I can get on Kingdom Hearts 3 when it finally comes out, now that it's happening.
If you have a PS4, I have that.
I do not.
Okay, well then never mind.
I'm sorry.
Get out of my house. No, I'm kidding.
I will be
but
soon.
Seriously.
Anyway.
Okay. But yeah, with all that, I mean, because I don't really have anything really to say about Kingdom Hearts. I feel like people know what kind of game it is. And it's just RPG with Final Fantasy characters and then Disney characters. And you travel world to world and you fight with your friends.
Yep.
And Ansem's there?
Yeah, Ansem is in this one. You're right. He is in the first one, too. Never mind. He's like the main bad guy. And yeah, you got the nobodies in this one, and Organization 13, and Roxas. This is when it starts to get real fucking weird.
Dude, this is all Naminé stuff I know about.
Naminé is there because she was in Chain of Memories.
Right.
And you've got, what are their names? Xenohort. Other names.
Dream Drop thing.
Yeah, that was
Dream
a game.
Drop Dimension.
Distance.
God damn it.
Because get it, dude, it was on the 3DS, and those were 3Ds.
Oh.
But where's the S?
I don't know, man. That's where they fucked up. I'm pretty sure that's the extent of that name, is they just wanted 3Ds.
And they gave them to you.
Oh, yeah, they did. So with all that being said, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Gmail. Really, just Facebook and Gmail would be the best ways to reach us and keep in touch with everything. And other than that, check out, Beyond the Blast Doors, Good, Better, Bad. This Film is Lit. Critical Misadventure. These are all things you can find on the internet, I'm sure.
They are,
whether they be podcasts or podcasts.
I don't know. Net neutrality is gone now.
Oh no,
dude, we've never had the internet without it either.
Fuck.
So I hope people heard this today.
Yeah, fingers crossed. You know what? Actually, this one, I'm hoping it doesn't make it to the airways.
You have that power.
Do I? It's like truth or dare, dude. The cast decides.
You got to pull your junk out now.
Bye.